General Fahim, who actually was then the leader of the Northern Alliance. He was drastically different than Min Shabazoon, but he was a fighter, and he committed to working with us.
So we go to a meeting, and there's like a crew of these senior guys are there, and so we sat down, and I have a $250,000 with me. I told the Northern Alliance commanders in the valley that I don't want to hear about political differences. I don't want to hear about ethnic differences. Under Ahmad Shah Massoud, you guys have been united because I control the money. And I've got a lot of money to give out and for specific purposes. But if you aren't working together, you're not getting anything.
Money went to commanders that needed it, various military commanders, and all of it was provided by the team.
We organized a fusion center. It was a couple of CIA people plus the Northern Alliance intelligence analysts. So these guys would take intelligence and they gathered listening to the radios of the Taliban and they'd say, this is what's happening. So now these were tactical stuff. Where are the Taliban? What are they doing? What's going on?
Come on, girl.
One of the dangers that we would run into if we run into a Taliban or an Al-Qaeda, an ambush, you're probably never going to be seen again. Because it's obvious that you're American. It's something that we really had to face.
One thing that we needed to do
How
was
many
to go down
provinces
to the front
fucking
lines
mash of
and actually
Afghanistan, man.
GPS where the front lines were.
Team number one was sent up to Kunduz. Kunduz is where the rockets were flying and irregular fighting. The other team that broke off, we went down to the hills above Bagram. And the idea then was to capture Bagram.
It's an Air Force base.
And then
Once you capture that
we
one,
could
that's
actually capture
fucking...
Kabul. And that's pretty well what our mission was.
What we definitely did the first 3 to 4 weeks was we would plot the enemy positions, working with the locals, taking maps out, and with laser range finders and other techniques, we would identify all of the enemy positions and then send it all back in intelligence reports to CIA, which then immediately disseminated to the U.S. military.
We've been begging for airstrikes down on the smaller plane.
We had that TV in the courtyard, and they turned it on to CNN. And CNN announced the U.S. military started its bombing campaign. The United States military has begun strikes against Al-Qaeda terrorist training camps and military installations of the Taliban regime in Afghanistan. And that first night, Phil and I stood on the roof looking at the mountains between us and Kabul. We were about 30 miles away, but there were low clouds in the sky. We said, well, we're the bombs, you'll see the flash of clouds. And finally, you see a flash. Okay, it started. Nothing. That was it.
Well, the first airstrikes, I'll tell you, they were not, it was not shock and awe. They didn't want to do any sort of collateral damage with civilians at all. Initially, we were concerned, as soon as the Northern Alliance, where's this U.S. air power? So,
بردن دیسک مشاور وارده بغل مارشال که دزم ترجمه لحظه شدید از این تا آخر در کنار مارشال.
And instead of concentrating on the front lines at Kabul or the front lines at Mazar-e-Sharif or Takhar, they started bombing all over the country. That looked like tank depots,
Good morning,
truck
you
repairs,
share motherfucker.
trading areas, barracks, warehouses. So all of this bombing.
I've not heard from you, so yeah, I hope he's not got bit or something by a fucking snake, man. I feel well bad if he got bit or something.
Team Alpha went to the Mazar-e-Sharif, which was an agency team.
He'd be like, you're a jinxy bastard, you out here. Well, I did tell you, bro, be careful, you know what I mean?
Resistance groups
Fuck that, you're so compromised in the jungle, whether you're in fucking the rainforest, the Amazon, or whether you're in jungles in Colombia. You're compromised, seriously. You know, a lot of Westerners and Europeans get kidnapped over there, you know. You know what I mean? There's unrest over there at the minute, there's something going on. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but there's something going on. You would have to pick a time and the fucking places.
Once the Taliban were in charge, the militia became a resistance group. Dostum had resistance fighters all over the place, but he had what would probably be called a Praetorian Guard. His own bodyguard that traveled with him wherever. Horsemen would all arrive out of a dust cloud. Dostum had said,
Horsemen with AK-47s with fucking rocket launchers and shit. Come on, man. This is Afghanistan about.
So it was not a big deal.
Right
The
today.
rest of the team, not so much. Our job was basically to serve as the pathfinders for the U.S. Special Forces. Pathfinders are the people who go in ahead of time to ensure that the guys can get into Afghanistan safely.
Lieutenant General retired John Mulholland, a career Army Special Forces officer. I had the great privilege and honor of commanding the 5th Special
Four-star
Forces
general,
in
fucking hell.
2001.
Ooh, big general there.
The first effort was aimed at getting an integrated team of
Anyway, I hope you have a good
Special
weekend.
Forces soldiers working together.
We talked to Colonel Mulholland directly. He tried on several occasions to send 2 Black Hawk helicopters over the Alpine Pass.
Won't get that over there.
Come into the valley.
There's no way that.
The first 2 times, the weather was so
The helicopter's too big, it's got a fat ass. It's never going over the mountains. Punjab Valley, Afghanistan, 9th of October 2001. Don't have be magic magic
And for whatever reason, I actually didn't land right on
October.
our landing zone.
So within a month of them taking out the trade centres, CIA is sent over like fucking
That would be us, saying, go up the helicopter, we're friends.
route finders,
We were
fucking
basically just
brown
wandering
man,
toward where we
fucking
thought they would be.
secret agents, double agents, fucking
Water in front of him. He dove in.
every kind of motherfucking agent.
And actually found the one team.
I got a white jacket on, a zipper jacket, and a ball cap, and I'm waving, and I'm hollering, "We're CIA! We're CIA! Don't shoot!" And he kept walking up to us. And I said, "Hi, I'm Gary Schroen. I'm from the CIA. We're here to welcome you."
That night, there would have been about 24 grain race on the ground, 12 and 12. And that team linked up with our team Alpha, J.R. Seeger and others, working with Dostum and other elements in that area and mobilizing it.
I'm sure Valley Jawbreak, I think. Same outfit. Go
What
on.
the Special Forces unit was supposed to do was laser designate targets down on the battlefield that U.S. aircraft flying in would see the laser beam and could see the starting point, and that was carefully given to them. And they were to bomb the end point because that was a high-value target. It was
Like
somewhere.
3 trees.
What Dostum would do is he would call down to the enemy that was in front of us. And he would say to them, "You're on the losing side." I will be polite. He wasn't as polite. More often than not, he would get an exceptionally rude response on the radio. So then he would turn to our Special Forces colleagues and he'd say, "Really need an airstrike there." And then the United States Air Force or the Navy would then drop laser-guided munitions right on top of
LGBs.
that location.
Laser guided bombs, man. get precision targets. I'd say that's fun, man.
Didn't take much convincing at that point, after one guy had seen his partner completely destroyed, to realize that he was on the wrong side and side with us.
We used to refer to Afghanistan's early days as Mad Max meets Star Wars. We were literally bringing together ancient methods of warfare on horseback, etc., and combining with now 21st century technology, laser guided munitions, precision strike munition.
But come early November, it was clear the trajectory that we were on. Gary was needed back in Washington for meetings because he had the most current understanding of the situation, and there was a voracious appetite by President Bush and others for that.
I left the Valley, I think it was on the 4th of November. I retired on the 31st of November. And on the 4th of December, I signed a contract to work for CGC.
And I was asked to go back to help out in the counterterrorism center. Counterterrorism
And
center
you've
is a
only
special
planned for
operations
today
department.
or the weekend.
I went
What are
back
you
to the
doing?
chief of operations, and we were there to get Al Qaeda. And that a lot of that was going to be run from headquarters from Washington. So we were handing off Jawbreaker to the second Jawbreaker team. Gary Bernstein was its head. So some of my team was staying there to provide overlap.
We were doing some very significant air strikes on Taliban defensive positions. They broke through the final Taliban defenses on the foothills, the northern foothills of the Hindu Kush, and now the plains up to Mazar-e Sharif are now open. The Taliban basically just abandoned Mazar-e-Sharif. We did not have to fight for that city, thankfully.
We had this crowd of people from Mazar-e-Sharif who were thrilled to see the Taliban gone. It was absolutely a wonderful feeling. We knew our job wasn't done. It was a nice moment, that's for sure. I communicated with Gary and his team. She was going from the northeast to the southwest. That's the direction.
I'll tell you what, man, you have to have some bollocks to do that, man. Like, if you can survive Chariot, you'd survive Iraq or Afghanistan.
So taking it back was critical, and putting the new government in place.
Prehistoric, this area, man. A lot of grey soldiers up there, I tell you that.
Pulled out of Kabul the first night that we attacked.
No, brave men, man.
It was definitely a convoy.
Kabul, Afghanistan, 14th of November 2001. That's how quick they me up. You know when 9/11 happened, yeah? You know the day 9/11, that was already decided. They were going to war.
Go in and you guys wait.
You know, you don't just walk into Afghanistan. It's like, back then, it was 75% Taliban, 15% Northern Alliance, and 10% normal civilians. But the truth be told is, they all look like each other. You know, they wear them traditional clothes, what have you, but they all wear them. So it's so fucking hard. You know. You have to fucking blend in, which is very hard if you have skin like me. Oh man, if you're white.
And this morning, as the forces of the Northern Alliance rolled into Kabul, the people took to the streets.
Long live the rebellion.
John Muhammad grabbed me, held me up in the air, gave me a great big hug, and I cracked 2 ribs. He was really ecstatic over Kabul finally falling.
Let's think about Jawbreaker for a moment. So they had fought and successfully defeated the Taliban in basically less than 2 months. Really, it is amazing.
Our biggest disappointment was the fact that Bin Laden was on the run.
Gary Bernstein's team, during that period, Osama bin Laden tracks in the Tora Bora region, Afghanistan. Now it's a certainty he was there and he did escape across the border. Despite efforts in blocking forces, Pakistanis claim to have 4,000 troops on the border, maybe, but he did escape and get through.
I mean, once we knew that Kabul had fallen, then the only thing that needed to be accomplished was Kandahar, the home of the Taliban. And that took place
Kandahar.
early December. Almost
Kandahar
all of
Valley.
our teams were reporting mass surrenders on the part of the Taliban.
So what
The amount of Americans that have been killed in that valley alone, the amount of English that have been killed in that valley, Jesus Christ.
Now was once again available to them. Rubber sharps that had lines
A
of
lot
so
of
they could get the
people,
ears shaved off.
a lot of decent
Men,
lads.
families who had hidden their radios, buried them, whatever, were digging them up and playing them again. Little kids could play soccer again.
They were successful because in a month or so you saw that Taliban.
Soldiers are very brave, yeah.
I couldn't believe
You
that.
know,
Taliban
even more
left
the courage.
Afghanistan. Yes, oh my goodness.
You know, that
It was a
bravery, like,
united front against the common
goes
global
without
enemy.
comparisons. You know, it's sad.
Hamid Karzai was appointed, I think, as interim president initially.
Girls can't ride
The
bikes,
beginning of a new Afghanistan
they cannot read
was happening
books,
right then.
and he even tried to stop them from skateboarding. I watched a documentary called Skateistan, and it was all about Afghanistan and
Of all Afghans,
what's allowed and what's not allowed now. It's like, you know what I mean, it's like
supports.
they're under oppression, the people, you understand, it's like they're terrified.
So what we were able to prove was that we could in fact let the Afghans do the work themselves.
Many things we gained, say education. An army of 300,000 were built. The schools, roads, hospitals. Another thing which was also important. Freedom.
Without a doubt, you can't put a price on freedom or liberty or democracy.
It was because we
You know,
got
you
that
just can't.
opportunity to indeed show our right of freedom.
Liberty,
These are gains that
democracy, freedom, they're the three things that we fight
This
for.
war will not be quick.
More than
We know
anything.
this from the history of military conflict in Afghanistan. It's been one of initial success, followed by long years of floundering and ultimate failure. We're not going to repeat that mistake.
Yeah.
After more than 13 years, America's combat mission in Afghanistan came to a responsible end.
It's time to bring our people back home.
The United States ended 20 years of war in Afghanistan, the longest war in American history.
Thousands
Morning,
of
Pablo.
Afghans
How's it
fled
going?
to the Kabul airport in an attempt to leave
All right.
Afghanistan a day after the Taliban
Watching a
seized
thing,
control of the country.
On Netflix called
The horror that is the Taliban.
Will you fuck up? Spy Ops it's called. Operation Jawbreaker. It's about the CIA. Yeah, don't worry about it, bro. Motherfucker. Operation Jawbreaker. I remember them as a kid, man. I used to get them. Jawbreakers. Now I'm watching a thing called Spy Ops. And it's about the CIA's mission with the Taliban. You know what I mean? They used to bring suitcases full of money. Spy Ops. Like I said, they have some amount of toys, Pablo, you know. Yeah, I hear that. Operation Gazelle. Like I said here, how can stray dogs walk with lions, Pablo? How can hyenas run with wolves? And how can foxes run with wolves? How? They can't. So I always say, no, you're all. If you're a fucking tiger, you're a tiger. If you're a sheep, you're a sheep. If you're a gazelle, you're a gazelle. If you're a hyena, you're a hyena. If you're a fox, you're a fox. Okay, I hear that. Very interesting.
The horror that is the Taliban.
Ah, well,
in that country,
some
that
people
actually
deserve to be treated a certain way, you know, Pablo.
And I pray for the people of Afghanistan every night.
All my mates used to call me a ghost, bro, for reasons.
And for the rest of my life, this sort of black mark is going to be there, and I'm not gonna recover from it in the sense that, you know, maybe some.
It's like you have to understand something. In Afghanistan, it's like fucking now. It's real. It's 100% the Taliban, yeah. Back then it was like 75% Taliban, 15% Northern Alliance, and then you have 10% Northern ordinary civilians. But the thing is, they all look the fucking same. Because they all wear that tribal fucking Afghan. See him? He was killed, that man, but see him? He was the head of the Northern Alliance, Pablo, you know what I mean? And he had a dream for Afghanistan. That every girl can learn. You know, yeah. Every girl can learn. And every girl can go to school. And I'm gonna fuck this charger up now. It's not working. I'm gonna stop messing. It's fucked up over there, you know what I mean? Women aren't allowed to do shit. You know what I mean? I fucking hate that oppression shit. My sister's Muslim, but I tell you what, she's not like your average Muslim wife. She calls her husband a bastard and all kinds of names. You know. But it's different over there. You know. Kids aren't even allowed ride bicycles. They're not allowed to play music. You know, they have to walk around with a fucking thing over their head like that. You know, here, if I see my sister wearing one of them, I'd be going down to have a fucking argument with my brother-in-law. Yeah. But she's Irish, isn't she? Hey, you pack one. Spy ops I'm watching. It's all about 5 fucking agencies. Some dude escaped from prison over here today in England. I tell you what, somebody fucked up big time. Someone's gonna lose their job because if proper procedure had been done this morning, he wouldn't have gotten out on a fucking field truck. He's a dangerous person. I know that. Operation Rat to God. You know what I mean? You try to kill the Pope, you motherfucker, I will fucking take you out. You know, don't take the shot. Fuck you! Shot taken, he's dead. Project Zone around.
K-129 was a warship, and it sank. They report this for the Los Angeles Times.
This was more complex in some respects than going to the moon.
Hey, do you like that one? Hang on a minute. We'll watch that in a while. Something just come to me head. You know who I am, right? Right, I'm going to tell you. Now, you mightn't believe this, but here we go, and anyway, right. Now, I always knew there was something wrong with me, yeah? So, hang on. You better not take the piss on me now. Now, I'm telling you now, one of your laughs are getting timed out.
Did you forget who I am?
My name is Optimistic.
I'm Optimus Prime.
Optimistic Primus. Yeah. Optimus Primus. Julius McDonald. I am calling on all Ballyer bots. I am calling on all Ballyer bots. My name is Julius Prime. Shout out to all the deviants being Decepticons. Fuck you, Driller, take that motherfucker. Oh, shockwave. Booyah! Bone crusher. Ah! Ooh, yeah. Go on, Optimus. Do you like Transformers? Yeah. According to the security forces, and anyway, like, you know what I mean, he was very lucky, the Pope. You know. Pablo, do you know what? Me dad queued up for about fucking 12 hours when the Pope come to Ireland, and he touched me head. You know what I mean? The Pope, yeah. I remember him taking me. He said, I'm taking you, the Pope. Really what that meant is I'm taking him to the pub. You know. Pope John Paul the First. No. Anybody? Yeah, nice one. Oh, that's a passport. Right, thanks, mate. Thank you. Back. Yeah, shout out to all the deviants. Fuck off, what's wrong with me fucking woolly hat? Look at me fucking hair. I'm getting it done. Here, I have something to say. I am not a gay, but I am going to grey, and I don't care what you say. Yippee-ki, fucking A. That's why I have it on. Yeah, don't start. I'm not in the mood. You know. Yeah. Listen. My brother last night, he was doing me head in, so I told him, listen, I could smell your vagina from here. So Mark, go to bed. Right? Do you know what he said to me? Bro, I will fuck you up. I was like, listen, you've a man joined. I've a cock-a-doodle-doo. Yeah. She's doing me bleeding head in, Pablo, at the minute. But she got me a Wonka bar, so I suppose that's not. I've always wanted a Wonka bar. Yeah, I bet your missus didn't buy you one of them, did she? Yeah. I am Augustus Gloop of YouTube. And when I was a kid, I got stuck in a canal. Now, I always said this was the last option, Pablo. I never wanted to come and take my channel back. You understand, but it's a man thing, it's a pride thing, and bro, it's not taking me 5 years to do it. It's taken me 5 months to get 400 and odd. Pablo, it took me over 4 years to do that on a different channel. A channel that is mine, except for I just don't bring her out anymore. You know that kind of way? This is my channel. Straight Out Baller 8 is my channel. That's what my focus is on. Since my dad's birthday, I promised to calm down because something happened. And I promised the mother I'd put my glasses on. And I wish I never listened to her. Could be worse, I suppose. Oh man. My name, yeah, calling all Baller bots. My chick will tell you I'm a prime. I know primes. Real life Optimus Prime. I have no time for deviants or Decepticons. I am an Autobot and a Baller bot. I am a hybrid. I am a mongrel. But the caliber of company I keep is legendary. My company that I keep is legendary. Sorry. Bumblebee. Bumblebee! Bee! Bumblebee is the sickest robot in the world. And if you hear, yeah, don't knock Bumblebee. You know, Bumblebee would whoop Optimus Prime's ass. Do you like the Transformer movies, Pablo? You're off. Well, you'll be bleeding here soon, won't you? Yeah, and she brings me up treats. I'm not saying I'm a dog or anything, but she brings me treats. I'm a hound dog. I'm a hound dog. I am Nemesis Prime. He tore Bumblebee apart, he did. Oh! So any plans for the weekend, Pablo? Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy YouTube, man. You know, too many false prophets, too many cocksuckers. You know, people use that word too freely. You know, now, I come from an area full of them, Pablo. You know, and we don't forget our own. Yeah. Just because I'm not in the game doesn't mean I don't abide and play by the same rules and code today. Still sitting here.
Your oldest friend, Optimus. I would lay down my life for you. Bumblebee, your voice. I have not heard it since Cybertron fell. What have I done? You blew your chance to kill Unicron. I knew you couldn't do it. Your time is over, Prime. You failed. You turned your back on Cybertron. Now you will watch Earth die. Nothing so well.
That's hard to watch, Optimus being fucking, you know what I mean? It's like,
Get up!
You chose the wrong side. The Guardian Knights are going to kill me. Quintessa is the great deceiver! The judgment is death.
he's got that sword, man. Sick it is, man. You're gonna kill fucking Optimus Prime and Mark Wahlberg saved him, you know what I mean? It's like, it's a bastard watching Optimus get hurt. You know, he's my favourite robot of all time.
I have failed you. I have doomed Earth. Earth, the only place in the universe.
Yeah, it's heating up on YouTube, I believe, so I don't watch YouTube. No, the odd little thing I watch here and there, but, you know, I'm not on here for what everyone else is on. I'm on here to take my channel back and then I'll decide what I'm gonna do.
It's up to you, Prime.
You know, I don't mind starting all over again. You know, I do know, I'm not afraid of a challenge. Nobody'll dictate to me, you know what I mean? I'd sooner shoot myself in the face. If I had 10 men stood in front of me with guns, I'd sooner shoot myself rather than let them cunts do it. Like I said, I am not a gay, but I have something to say. I am going grey and I don't give a fuck. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Yeah.
On December
Wow. Like I said, that geezer that Pablo, that fella that's got out, I think he's a
Perhaps he
terrorist.
thought a touch unusual for the top police officer leading a nationwide manhunt
Hey,
for an escaped
Pablo,
terror suspect.
they're supposed to do that under every truck that leaves the jail. This morning a truck left and he strapped himself under the truck.
Recapturing Daniel Khalif, some 150 dedicated police officers haven't in fact found a trace of him. This, said Commander Dominic Murphy, is a testament to the ingenuity of the former soldier. Earlier today, the Justice Secretary Alex Chalk ordered an independent investigation into how Khalif managed to escape from Wandsworth Prison in London, strapped to the underside of a catering van. There is a growing chorus of questions as to why a terror suspect was being held in a Category B jail, which had been recently rated as a serious concern.
Oh, you fucking idiot!
Rush hour yesterday morning. But by the time police stopped this catering van, it had already been on the road for 65 minutes. A former soldier wearing a chef's uniform had strapped himself to the vehicle. But by now, he'd disappeared. Scotland Yard said this evening there have been no positive sightings since.
Oh, someone's head's gonna roll for that.
Very resourceful individual. And we are alive to that as part of our investigation.
New Scotland Yard
This is
countdown.
Daniel Khalif during his time in the British Army. He was being held awaiting trial for a terror offence, an alleged bomb hoax and breach of the Official Secrets Act. He's accused of gathering information for Iran. A long wait today. The left-hand lane of the M20 and the effects of what happened in Wandsworth yesterday. A section of the motorway was closed so lorries heading to Dover could park up and wait for extra security checks.
Wow.
Yesterday morning,
They'll have to bring in a portable X-ray to fucking check all them fucking lorries, man.
A food delivery van.
That's bad.
Shortly afterwards, staff noticed Khalif had gone missing and put the prison into a state of lockdown.
Fucking idiots,
Police
man.
found the van about an hour later in nearby Putney. Here they found strapping underneath it, indicating that Khalif had escaped on the vehicle's underside.
Oh!
Wandsworth, crumbling and overcrowded.
Mate, I did say that. There's too many people in that jail. Why the fuck have you got a Cat A and a Cat B jail? Someone's getting sacked for that.
They could have easily ticked someone off saying that they were there when they were actually over the wall and halfway to France, and they wouldn't have discovered this for hours. And it's absolutely crazy that a serving prisoner like myself is being given such an important role of responsibility, but that's what happens when you cut prison budgets as much as we have.
Tonight, the Chief Inspector of Prisons told News at 10 that Wandsworth isn't fit for purpose.
Well, I think Wandsworth hasn't been fit as a prison for a very long period of time.
No shit,
It
mate.
continues to be a prison that's full of difficulties, but it can't be closed down because we have more prisoners coming in almost than the system can bear at the moment.
And in the comments today, the Justice Secretary announced an independent investigation.
No stone must be left unturned in getting to the bottom of what happened. Who was on duty that morning? In what roles? Ranging from the kitchen to the prison gate.
Coming and going today at Wandsworth, the catering vans, which bring food in for prisoners, but gave a way out for one.
And Rohit joins me now. I mean, look, we've seen a lot of stuff, haven't we, today? All those queues in Dover, presumably they think he's trying to get out of the country. But it's been 36 hours, not a trace of him. What do you make of it?
Well, they've got 150 officers now working on this. That is a huge team. And the police have been talking a lot today about the potential ingenuity of this suspect. A former soldier who is well trained. Now, a cynical assessment might be that, of course, the police are pushing that because it might help to explain to the public why they have so far failed to catch their suspect. But what they do point out was this was a busy part of London. This was a busy time of the day, and they still don't really know why there have been no positive sightings of this man who was strapped for some of that journey to this van going through busy streets. Now, another question being asked is, has he left the country? Well, it's not impossible, There's no evidence that he has or has attempted to, but you see those pictures at ports and airports. I mean, they're not doing those searches for no reason.
Yeah, presumably if you got under a lorry once, you can do it twice. But to be continued. Thank you very much indeed.
بداية يومي في الصباح عادي نبدأ نجي الدوام ندخل المصنع على الساعة تقريبا 9:30. بيكون عندنا جدول يعني كامل لنا الأوردر اللي وصلنا فيه نبدأ نصنع. طبعا بعد إنتاج منتج اليوم اللي هو عندنا الصابون السائل تتم مرحلة التعبئة في العبوات المخصصة للصابون السائل ثم إغلاقها بإحكام ثم وضعها لمرحلة الشريط ثم وضعها لمرحلة الإنتاج وتاريخ الانتهاء بعدها ترحل إلى المستودعات. في البداية أول ما عرفنا المبادرة دخلنا المصنع بدأنا نتعرف على المصنع يعني نتعلم شوي كان الاختبار حق ترشيح يتضمن مرحلة واحدة نظري واحدة عملي. الحين دوري في المصنع فنية تصنيع من ضمن فنيات التصنيع في مصنع رزيع. بعد المبادرة الحمد لله قدرت أكون نفسي شخصيا وما الحين أقطع دورات. الغدوة استهوتني أكثر وأكثر شغفي أصلا زاد زيادة والشيء اللي طمحني إنه يكون لي براند خاص فيني.
Brilliant. That's fantastic news. That's a good number to be at on a Friday.
That's right. So yeah, that road does end there.
I'm a bit concerned about me mate. I don't know whether it's been eaten by sharks, bitten by a snake, or taken off by a crocodile. He said he's in regular contact, he's fucking not in top contact with me yet. Just hope he's not being fucking taken into the fucking forest and shot or something. That'd be bad luck.
Do you have your driver's license?
No, but like I said, House is not afraid. You know, he's very similar to myself. But two peas in a fucking pod. Yeah. Why would you want to go in the forest? Me bollocks, man. And here, sleeping in a hammock. You know, there's fucking snakes in them trees. I was like, brother, tell you what, see on the other side.
What's the address?
My bollocks, mate. There's no way I'm going to a place where they have ants the size of fucking monkey nuts. You know, speaking of monkey nuts, yeah, do you know how strong the ants are? You can take a monkey nut themselves and carry one back to the fucking layer. Do you ever see them? They're about the size of a fucking... Yeah, I don't want to be getting stung by none of them. Fucking jungle bastards. You know, parasites. You know, you can get bit by a botfly, right? The bastard can impregnate your arm or something, yeah? With larvae. So, you're at home, 2 weeks later, you notice you've a big fucking spot into your return. And you keep scratching it. Next of all, you realise something moving under your skin. Yeah, you've been impregnated by a fucking mosquito. Fuck that, man. Bring malaria back to Ireland. Fucking hell. Yeah, stay away from monkey over there, Yowzer, because if you bring back Ebola over there, you get fucked out. Oh, you're not going back to Ireland, I forgot. It's okay. You're welcome. Bring it back into England. Yeah, hang on, I fucking live in England. No, bring it to Ireland.
C-O-R-C-A-N.
Yeah, howler monkey. They're called howler monkeys. And they eat them, they're very good to eat. Now, in all fairness, I've no desire to eat no monkey. You understand? Fuck that, mate. You know what I mean?
Are you saying, do you have any other, anything else on you? You don't have a debit card, credit card?
Oh no,
No.
I ain't eating no monkey.
So whose stuff is over there?
This is my sister. This is my sister Michelle.
How long monkeys? Don't eat them, they're bad for you.
Since you didn't come back last time, is there anything you want to tell me before I go back?
Hang on.
I literally dropped my phone in the toilet. I was so nervous because I'm not doing around here and I took a wrong turn. I didn't actually even take a wrong turn. She's like, oh my god, that's a...
But listen, Pablo, if you're still here, right, that message I sent you last night, I'll talk to you on Instagram, yeah? I'll probably be back for an hour at about 2, we'll see. I don't know yet. Jesus Christ, I look like a Nazi, I do. I'm not a Nazi, I'm a patsy. But anyway, I'm gonna end me live. But I hope you all have a good weekend if I don't speak to you. Yeah, but I have a couple of things coming soon enough. You know, it's like I'm in no rush at the minute because a few of the boys have reached out to me and I'm really surprised, you know, but I've got them watching me. Do you understand? All my old friends are watching me. And it's nice, you know. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just as well I wasn't lying. You see, because somebody in Ballyfermot would they call you kind of out, they tend to, you know what I mean? It's like, but you won't be calling me fucking out, motherfucker. I'm an original. I'm a has-been. I was a sleeping dog, minding my own business, getting on with me boring life, and then you bit me. And because you bite me, there's been repercussions. I've gone back to that 15-year-old kid I left 34 years ago. Interesting that, isn't it? What motivation can do for you, what loss can do for you, what having your channel taken from you can do to you. And I'll be taking that bitch back by the end of the year. Yeah, and then that'll feel good, won't it? You see, you will not keep me down or hold me down or stick me. I'd sooner jump ship and start all over again, which I did. Just saying. First year, we'll hit our 500. It took us 5 years on another channel to do that. But that other channel is important to STRAIGHTOUTTABALLYER. Hell no. I'd sooner have the people on this channel that I had on the other one. But anyway, I hope you all have a good afternoon. I'm away and I'll be back soon. Shout out to Pablo, the best video maker on YouTube. Shout out to Wolf. Shout out to everyone who comes in and out. But like I said here, there's some very clever people on YouTube is all I'll say. But I'll be listening. I'll be watching. When I'm good and ready to. But today I'm busy, so I'm away. Have a good day. 12:30. Ooh. I might be back at 2 for an hour, we'll see.